Hello everybody, welcome to Thursday. Today the market was up a grand total on the S&P 500 of 0.06%. So a very flat day altogether. We seem to be establishing a new range, very short so far, where we're kind of trading. Ranges are not bad things. They allow the market to kind of settle down and a lot of shares get traded at the same price. If you can jump above that range like we did before, it can provide support like it did before. And so I think that's part of this rebuilding process if we're going to have one. And we are seeing gains in areas. It's just a matter of the broad market has been kind of flat because the broad market includes companies that are really struggling in this situation with the virus. But there are other areas. So like, for example, the number one holdings that we have in our models today, the top three were the software targeted index, which was up 1.4%, a lot more than the S&P 500. The innovative technology index, targeted index, we talked about yesterday. It was number one yesterday. It was also 1.4% today. Again, that's DocuSign and Zoom and those types of things. And then, of course, Microsoft itself was up 1.1%. So there's interest. People are buying stocks. There is money coming in, and there's a lot of money that can come in from the sidelines. And so I expect that to continue. One of the things I will say is that I guess the best analogy I can think of is kind of like if my hand was the average and this was a rubber band. When I really stretched, we just had the best 50 days in the history of the stock market going back to the 1800s. So that's going to stretch. It's going to snap back at some point in time. And the opposite happens when it falls way more than the average. Sometimes that snaps back also. And so that's kind of what I think we're dealing with right now, just is kind of settling from this big run-up. And we'll have to see what happens after. So far, our portfolios are doing as well as I would like at this point in time, and so I appreciate you listening, and let's see what happens tomorrow.